Hi guys, welcome back to the Jake Vlog channel, and today in this video, yes I know I'm very early, probably the first ever person to do this so far on YouTube for of course the new Premier League season, which does start in about 3 weeks. And you're probably thinking, why am I doing this so early? I'm getting in the mood for the new Premier League season. The fixtures came out about an hour ago, and yeah, I'm getting in the mood for the new Premier League season, so I was like, why the hell not make my Premier League prediction? So that's what I'm going to be doing in today's video. If you do remember, I did make one of these videos last summer, my predictions for, of course, the 1920 Premier League season, but then I only predicted the bottom 3 and the top 6, I think it was. So in today's video, I will be predicting all 20 results, but I am going to whiz through 17th to about 7th and 6th, and then I'll properly go through like the top 5, like top 6 or something, just because I don't want to make this video like 20-25 minutes long. I just want to make it nice and snappy. So without further ado, let's get straight onto it, on who I think will finish rock bottom in the Premier League. So starting off in 20th position, for me this was actually really hard. To be fair, the whole bottom 3 was really hard to predict, and I don't think there's an obvious team that will finish bottom of the league, so this might be controversial. All of these 3 who I predict to go down could easily finish bottom of the table, but for me, in 20th place, I have gone for Aston Villa. Of course, we know they just stayed up on the final day, and for me, I just don't think they have what it takes to stay in the Premier League. I think they did get a little bit lucky this year with some results, in their run, and for me, they're just not good enough to stay in the Premier League. Well, I mean, the way they played this season, I don't think they're good enough. So for me, I could see Aston Villa being rock bottom of the Premier League table, and unfortunately for them, going straight back down to the Championship. In 19th position, once again, just like Aston Villa, this team could very easily slip down to the bottom of the table as well. And I have gone for newly promoted West Bromwich Albion. Of course, as I just said, they did just get promoted to the Premier League, and for me, I think it's just going to be a nice short stay for them, and I can see them going straight back down. I don't think they're quite Premier League quality. I know they have a good couple players in their team, but over 9 months or 38 games, I don't think they have the squad to stay in the Premier League. So for me, just like Aston Villa, I don't think they're going to be good enough this season, and for me, they're going down to the Championship once again. Moving on into 18th place, and once again, this team could very easily finish bottom of the table, and once again, I have gone for another newly promoted team from the Championship. The player for winners, I have gone for Fulham. Fulham, I think they'll have a decent season. I don't think they'll be in the relegation zone like the whole season, but I do think with their last couple games, I do think they will slip into the relegation zone and will get relegated. Unfortunately for them, I'm very happy that they have come up, and fingers crossed they do stay in the league, because I am a big fan of Fulham. Of course, ex-Spurs player Scott Parker as their manager. I would like to see Fulham stay up, but unfortunately, I can see them slipping down back into the Championship. So there we go, that was my bottom 3, with Aston Villa, of course this is just my opinion, Aston Villa finishing 20th, West Brom coming in 19th and just about getting relegated. I think in the last couple games I have gone for Fulham. Now, moving on, I'm gonna quickly whiz through 17th to 8th, and then I'll speak about the top 7. So, in 17th position, I have gone for Crystal Palace. They're always around about there. Their record towards the end of last season was absolutely terrible. I think they didn't get a win in their last 8. So yeah, I think Crystal Palace will be down there once again, but I think they'll just about stay up. 16th, I've gone for Newcastle. Of course, they now don't have their Saudi takeover, and I think that will affect them a lot. So I have Newcastle to finish in 16th. 15th, I have Brighton, sorry. Once again, they were down there at some points last season, but I do think they'll stay pretty mid-table. I don't think they'll be in too much trouble this year, and Brighton will finish 15th. 14th, I will go for West Ham United. Not much really to say about that. 13th I've gone for Southampton. I think Danny Ings once again could have an unbelievable season and help Southampton massively. In 12th, I have gone for newly promoted Leeds United. I think they will have a good first year in the Premier League, and I think they will comfortably stay in the Premier League. And I think there could be a team that could stay in the Premier League for quite a few years. So Leeds fans, if you are watching, I think you're going to have a good season, and I think you're going to finish 12th, or possibly even higher, who knows. Moving on to 11th, I have gone for Everton. They had a pretty poor season this season, but I think they will pick up their first full season with Ancelotti. And I think they will pick up a bit, but still not a great season I can see for Everton. In 10th place, I have gone for Sheffield United. Of course, we know they finished 9th this season. They slept off towards the end of the season. For me, I can't really see Sheffield United being as consistent, but I still think they'll have a decent year for the Blades. I'm putting them in 10th. Moving on to 9th place, I have gone for Burnley, a team that finished mid-table last season, and I think this season again they will finish around that mid-table area. Moving on to 8th, a team that just missed out on European football, and that is, of course, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Of course, they missed out on Europa League due to Arsenal winning the FA Cup final, and Wolves, for me, I think, coming so close, getting to the quarter-finals of the Europa League, and then just slipping away, I think that could affect them next season massively. No European football, which, to be fair, could help them in the league. But for me, Wolves, don't get me wrong, I still think they'll have a good season. I mean, they finished 7th last season. So I think this season, who knows, they could finish 7th again, but for me, I think one spot lower for them, I have gone for 8th place for Wolves. So now I'm going to speak a little bit more in detail about the top 7. So moving into 7th place, a Europa League spot, I have gone for Tottenham Hotspur's rivals, and that is, of course, Arsenal. They finished 8th last season and won the Europa League, fair play to them. But yeah, for me, I can't see them getting in the top 4, and I think they'll just about get Europa League. But yeah, for me, I think it could be another disappointing season for Arsenal if they don't make any signings. Of course, they have brought in a couple players, but for me, who they've brought in so far, the likes of Willian, etc., aren't enough to get them Champions League football, let's be honest. So yeah, for me, I've gone for Arsenal in 7th. In 6th place, I have gone for a team that you could say bottled Champions League football. For me, I'm going to say they bottled it, and I have gone for Leicester City in 6th place. Once again, I think this will really, really affect them next season. Of course, they are they do join Spurs and Arsenal in the Europa League. But yeah, once again, for me, Leicester, how on earth are they not in Champions League football? I think that will massively affect them going into the start of next season. For me, Leicester City, they'll get European football once again for them, which I think for them is still a good achievement. And yeah, for Leicester, I predict that they will finish 6th. Moving on to, of course, the top 5. In 5th place, I do have my team, Spurs. If you know me, I'm very, very optimistic. And for me, I just can't see us getting Champions League football. Even if we do play well throughout the season, I can't quite see us getting in that top 4. I think there are several teams better than us in the Premier League. And we know what Spurs can be like. We can, 1 week we can beat Man City, then we can get demolished against Newcastle or Brighton. We are very, very inconsistent. I do think we will have a decent season, to be fair. But I think if we get in Champions League football, unbelievable season. But for me, even me being so optimistic, like usual, I just can't quite see us getting Champions League football. So for me, I have gone with my boys in Spurs. In Tottenham. We need to make some signings. We need to get a striker. I addressed all this in my last video, so go check it out if you haven't already. But if we get Champions League football, absolutely unbelievable. If not, I don't really. Obviously, I'd like to get Champions League football, but I don't really. I can't really see it happening, unfortunately, this year for Spurs. Moving into 4th place. Now, this was very, very tough to choose. 3rd and 4th could easily just go either way. So in 4th place, I have gone for Manchester United. They can be very good, but they can also be very, crap defensively, like we saw the other night against Sevilla in the Europa League. They really can be shaky at the back, but sometimes they can put in a good performance. I think Manchester United, they will get Champions League football once again. I think it will be tight between Spurs and Manchester United towards the end of the season, but of course the fixtures have come out and Spurs do have quite a hard run in, unfortunately. So I do think Man United will clinch that 4th place. In 3rd place, I have gone for Chelsea. I of course, they finished top 4 last season, and I think they're going to do the same again. They've brought in the likes of Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, and who knows, they could even possibly sign Kai Havertz. If they do, then I think they will 100% get Champions League football, possibly 3rd or even 2nd, because I think their team at the moment already is very, very strong. Their youth academy is unbelievable. They've got some really, really good youngsters, the likes of Reece James, Mason Mount, etc. So for me, I think Chelsea will be a very, very good team next season, and I think for them, they will get Champions League football and finish in 3rd place. Moving into the top 2, as usual, there's Manchester City and there's Liverpool. What team have I predicted to win the league? In 2nd place, I have predicted Liverpool to come 2nd, which of course means I predict Manchester City to come away as Premier League champions. But you know what they always say. Of course, it's hard to win the Premier League, but it's even harder to retain it. And I believe that. I think Liverpool won't win the league 2 years on the trot. I think Man City. I think we will see a bit of a title challenge like we saw 2 years ago, when Man City and Liverpool were fighting it out, which was unbelievable to watch. And once again, like that outcome 2 years ago, I think Man City will come out on top. I think they'll only win it, in the last few weeks of the season. I think it will be a very exciting title race. But unfortunately for the Scousers, I think Manchester City will come away with being Premier League champions. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of my Premier League predictions. They will be on screen now. I think I've got them pretty accurate. I haven't been biased. So yeah, for me, I think I've done pretty well. Let me know in the comment section down below how you think I did. And yeah, give me some of your predictions. If you're a Spurs fan, where do you think Spurs will finish? Or whoever you support, where do you think your club will finish this season? I'm getting in the mood. I am excited. I can't wait to hopefully start going back to games some point this season, and the matchday vlogs will soon return. Drop a like on if you haven't enjoyed it, please. Of course, as usual, share the channel about, subscribe, support has been unbelievable, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video.